I don't know who sent me the fucking lion shirt. I'll fucking do it. All right, you ready? Let's just fucking do this fucking dance.
Part of play action fakes it for pass end zone. Yes, touchdown.
Hi, and welcome back to a completely new-looking Gino and the same old Gino's picks. Great news for all of you who thought these were better when Daddy was sober, because now I pretty much always am. And while I do so love drinking with you fans, with used people, I hate all the pictures of me doing it that keep popping up of a puffy, bloated gray Gino that looks more like I washed up on a shore than someone trying to pump money into your offshore accounts. And while my liver has done a complete 180, numbers, my picks continue to do a different number that is far lower. Case in point, an opening 1-4 week that included my cat's Texans pick, but she bounced back last night to prove there's no logic to gambling. Did you see how the Bengals covered? I'll take it. So that makes my record 1 win, 4 losses, and then we add in Thursday night 2-4. That's my abacus. It's been given consistency. Now that I've got dispensation from Commandant Garrett, we found a way to get these back up every Thursday. Thank you for your patience and patronage. Now, let's get to the picks. The Steelers are giving 7.5 to the Denver Broncos. All right, 2020 is a different year, and I don't care what this line is. I'm taking the Steelers, even though they're laying over a TD, because they have a genuine leader, and their team leader, Maurice, that's his brother. You wanted me to fuck that up. Admit it. Marquise Pouncey, you said this week he wouldn't wear the name of a shooting victim, Antoine Rose Jr., on his helmet. Another guy that got shot and killed while resisting arrest. Calling him a victim is like calling the woman that Jacob Blake finger fucked in her bed an insomniac. That's good. No. Choose better martyrs, BLM, because while I'm not saying the ones you are choosing are suspect, I am saying that my phone is auto-correcting the word martyr to monkey. That might be a bit much. Oh, yeah, the game. The Broncos should have lost their Monday night game but by about an extra 10 points, but Stephen Gutowski was doing his own little Blue Lives Matter tribute and kicking the ball like Rodney King in every fucking direction. Both teams coming off 6 days rest, and I think that makes the good team look better. Take the Steelers, lay the 7, and the hook. Look at it. Is it this one or this one? I don't even know. How am I not like? I gotta fuck. My next pick, the team nicknamed the Redbirds are giving a TD. Oh, I love the end on this one. I don't know how long it took me to think of this joke. My next pick, the team nicknamed the Redbirds are giving a TD to the team formerly named the Redskins, and I'm sticking with the Birds because unlike an Eagles team last week that was together and healthy for the first time in over a year, the Cardinals beat a team that went all the way to the Super Bowl last year, and it was Kyler Murray in that game who was far better at QB, leading his team with 230 passing yards and 91 rushing yards, including 16 rushing and 59 passing on a key 9-play, 79-yard, fourth-quarter game-winning TD drive. Man, that is good fucking info. By the way, it's 75 yards I added 4. Meanwhile, Dwayne Haskins did little more in the second half of his team's win other than watch the Eagles' offense self-destruct. In a battle of 2 second-year black QBs, I look for Murray to far outshine Dwayne Haskins. I looked over and Garrett rolled his eyes. What? Take the Cards and lay the TD. My next pick, the Seahawks are laying 4.5 to the Pats in Seattle. Want to know the difference between the Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins? Sorry, but the video is only 5 minutes long. It'd be easier to tell you the difference between an actual Seahawk and an actual Dolphin and point out how misnamed these teams are. The Dolphin's a smart mammal that lives such a simple life it still believes raping women is just a fun little prank. Yet the Dolphins are so dumb they continue to screw their fans over by starting Ryan Fitzpatrick at QB. The Seahawk is actually a diurnal fish-eating bird of prey, better known as an osprey, which, if you know what diurnal means and didn't have to look it up like me, you know that means they're non-nocturnal, which is weird because Russell Wilson and his Seahawks are all about prime time. Couple that with the fact that Cam Newton isn't so good. He led the Patriots in passing and receiving. That's not good because he's so bad. He led them in that because they jammed the box. They couldn't rush the ball. They stacked the box, and he was so inaccurate they couldn't do anything anyway. But they beat a shitty fucking Miami team. And I know it seems like a lot. It's not the same Patriots that made the playoffs every year since 2008. It is the same Seahawks team. Take the Seahawks, lay the 4.5. Which brings me to my Pencil it in big. Pick of the week. The Saints are laying 5 and hook to the Raiders in Las Vegas. Maybe I was wrong about Drew Brees. Don't get me wrong. He still bows to the mob. But maybe he's harnessing that anger on the field. Maybe he knows that the only black lives that matter are the skilled players that are getting paid millions of dollars while chirping in his ear that we need to find a better way to canonize men that assault women. Maybe every time he throws a pass, he's trying to split them down the middle, like Jacob did when he finger fucked a helpless woman, Jacob. Like, maybe he's aiming each pass right into their bellies as though he were George Floyd, pointing the gun at the pregnant woman's belly that he robbed. Maybe he's waiting for every running back to take the ball off his hip and run from him. Is that the robot, guys? And run from him like the taser Ray Sharp-Brook took from the officer before he turned and pointed it at him and was shot. Which is why it's so damn poignant this week that fucking Brees will have one less black target. Michael Thomas, wide receivers on the IR, and while you'd expect that to affect Brees, you wouldn't, excuse me, it will. Because he won't be able to find as many open men with people all over Thomas. I like the Raiders with the points. Those are Gino's picks. What are you doing here, Mr. Robot?
Good picks, Gino.
You're not in. Say it now.
Good picks, Gino.
How do you like it, Robot? How do you like it, Robot? How you like it, Robot?
Tell everyone what you have done.